Flex with the fanciest. I need a meal plan. I need them carbs, fats, proteins, and vitamins. It's indicative. We ain't giving up. We got goals, so you know that we fulfilling them. How do you kill a lunge? Squat a burpee too. We talking hit, yeah, high intense intervals. Calories burning, talking cardio. My endomorphs know there's little room for marginal. For ectos and mezzos, her foot's on the pedal. You rockin' with the best, anybody else should settle.
We are back with 5 Minutes with Fancy, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is something I got into or started like tapping into a lot more about 8 years ago. And that was when I was going through all these digestive issues. And honestly, the reason why I started my business in nutrition coaching, like I said, I've always had a passion with health, but the issues that I was dealing with digestively, the fatigue, the abdominal distension, looking like I was pregnant, bloating, the cramps, the bad flatulence to where I did not want to go out in public. I had the headaches, the brain fog, all that factored into what I was putting into my body. Now, obviously I didn't know what was going on. I knew something was wrong, and they just kept diagnosing it as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. So I went through all these medical tests, MRIs, CAT scans, scopes. I had 2 endoscopies done on me where they scope you, put you under, and I also had a lot of blood work done. So I found the celiacdisease.org, listed all my symptoms. I'm like, okay, but the only way to test for it is when they go inside to scope you, and they have to get a sample of your stomach or whatever, a biopsy to test you. So I said, doc, since you in there already, can you test me for, celiac disease? I like to joke around in serious situations. I'm very sarcastic, and I try to keep the positive comedy up and whatever. But I just try to stay positive. So he said, sure. They tested me for it, came back negative. So I did more research. I'm like, I swear I hit all these symptoms, and it came back negative. So then I found there's this gluten sensitive subgroup that they discovered, and this was before it hit the market. This was back in 2012 when I went gluten-free, and before it hit the market, before it was out in restaurants and fast food places and really out in supermarkets like that. But basically, to get to that point, primary care physician said, hey, go off of it for 2 weeks. So the elimination diet approach. Then reintroduce it and see how it affects you. I did just that, and it come to find out that my body reacted right away. So I was aware that my body right away said, we got to cut the gluten out. If we want to feel better, if we want to live, normal and feel more comfortable going out, got to cut the gluten out. So luckily it didn't make me deathly sick, but it just was very uncomfortable and unpleasant, obviously, with the symptoms. So that's when I eliminated it, and I said, nobody really should have to go through this of not knowing, not getting answers that they need, and realizing that, food is medicine. So we can solve a lot of our issues and ailments by just eating better, by just giving our bodies the nutrients that we need. So I was more self-aware of, okay, now I got to watch what I'm putting in my body and just live better so that I can feel better and move on with my life, move on with my goals that I want to accomplish and the God-given vision that I had, right? So that's what I want to challenge you all to, is just to be more self-aware in one aspect physically of what you're putting in your body, how it is affecting you, how you're feeling from it. That can go a long way towards solving some issues that you may be experiencing, whether it's, cramp, fatigue, anything, headache, any digestive issues, especially with the food. Another thing is to realize and be more self-aware of your body. I say it all the time, we got to listen to our bodies. A lot of us don't listen to our bodies. We'll let our mind overrule what our body is trying to tell us, which is slow down, rest, or speed up and move. So we got to be more self-aware of, okay, what is my body saying? Do I need to lay off a little bit? So, and I've talked about this before, where we go too much. I'm watching it again, and people you get more prone to injury because you're constantly going. You get either addicted to something and you're like, oh, I can't stop, but your body is saying, hey, I need a break, I need to recover, give me a rest. And sometimes it's not so much the full body, it's just certain body parts that you're constantly pounding. So you gotta be more self-aware of just what your body is signaling and telling you. Where it's all about self-awareness and realizing why you do the way things you do, how you feel the way you feel, and seeing what and finding out what you can do about it. So at the end of the day, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. Hopefully this helps you all, and I challenge you to be self-aware, and I ask you, if you do practice self-awareness, how do you do it? How do you personally practice self-awareness? And you can leave that in the comments section. I would love to hear how you all practice self-awareness. But at the end of the day, it's all about us getting better, and just being a better version of ourselves so that we can reach the ultimate success that we were born to get to. So I hope you all get something from this, and as always, keep moving, keep flexing, and no matter what, don't quit.